3 years of investing, gone in 21 days. Your finger is hovering over the sell button. The number on your screen used to mean something. 3 years of contributions, 36 deposits, hundreds of market days. All of it disappeared in 3 weeks. What you do in the next 72 hours decides whether you ever become wealthy. 8 out of 10 investors sell at this exact moment. The other 2 don't. They become wealthy. The difference between them isn't intelligence. It isn't timing. It isn't luck. It's something nobody talks about. We'll come back to this moment. We'll come back to your finger over that button. But to understand why most people break here, you have to see how they got here. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which level you're at. You'll know whether you have what it takes to survive the one that breaks everyone else. And you'll know the moment that decides which kind of investor you become for the rest of your life. Level 1, $100. Your first investment. You opened the app 3 times before pressing buy. Your finger hesitated. Not because $100 is a lot of money, because something in your brain knows this isn't a transaction. It's a switch. You stop being someone who consumes wealth. You start being someone who owns it. This is the line every wealthy person crossed. Most of them remember the exact stock they bought first. You check the app 12 times that first day. The number moves up by $1.40, down by 80 cents, up by $2.10. None of it matters. You just need to feel that you have skin in something. But $100 doesn't make you wealthy. The next decision does, and it's the one most people get wrong. Level 2, $500 a month. Same date, same amount, same account, forever. You set it up once, then you forget about it. The money leaves your checking before you can spend it on anything else. You don't make a decision every month. You made one decision once, and that decision keeps making itself. This is where wealth stops being random. The market climbs. Your shares accumulate. The market crashes. Your shares accumulate cheaper. The news screams that it's the worst time to invest. Your contribution still hits on the first. The news flips to optimism. Your contribution still hits on the first. You stopped reacting. You started executing. The investors who automate their investing usually outperform the ones who keep waiting for the perfect moment. This is the boring habit rich people protect. Every paycheck you give, compounding more fuel. You do this for 2 years. Your portfolio reaches $10,000, and that's where the real test begins. Level 3, $10,000. You should feel something. You don't. You did everything right. 2 years of contributions. Never missed a month. Never panicked. Never sold. And the number on your screen feels small. It feels embarrassing. It feels like proof you wasted 2 years. Your friend just bought a new car. Your cousin put a down payment on a house. You watched a screen go from 0 to $10,247 over 24 months. The math feels insulting. If you're at this level right now, I need you to listen to the next sentence carefully. The boring middle isn't a failure. It's a feature. You start questioning everything. Maybe you picked the wrong fund. Maybe you should be trading instead. Maybe the people on YouTube were right about crypto. Maybe you wasted 2 years of money you could have enjoyed. The voice in your head sounds reasonable. It always does right before the mistake. 60% of investors quit at this level. They don't lose money. They just stop believing the math will ever pay off. They cash out. They tell themselves investing doesn't work. And 5 years later, they watch the same fund they abandoned hit numbers they can't believe. This is the level nobody talks about. Because it's not dramatic. It's quiet. And quiet is the hardest thing to survive in investing. If you survive the silence of level 3, something shifts. The market gives you a test, not a slow one, a violent one. And how you handle it decides everything. Level 4, the market crash. The market drops 8% in a single day. You tell yourself it's a correction. Markets do this. You've read about it 100 times. You stay calm. Day 14. The drop accelerates, down 22% from the peak. Every news headline is worse than the last. Your friends are talking about it. Your family is asking if you sold yet. The financial advisors on TV are saying this might be the start of something bigger. Day 21. Down 40%. Your portfolio that took you 4 years to build just lost what you contributed in the last 18 months. You're not watching numbers fall anymore. You're watching time disappear. You open the app. Your finger hovers over the sell button, Everyone is selling. The headlines say tomorrow will be worse. Your spouse asks why you haven't pulled out yet. The voice in your head sounds calm now, reasonable. It says, save what's left. Get out before it gets worse. You can always come back when things stabilize. This is the moment. Right here. The next 30 seconds decide whether you ever reach level 5. 80% of investors sell during the crash. They don't lose money on paper, they lose it permanently. They turn a temporary drop into a permanent loss. They tell themselves they were being smart. The 20% who don't sell aren't braver. They're not smarter. They didn't predict anything. They just didn't move. This is the moment from the beginning of the video. Your finger over the sell button. The portfolio down 40%. The voice telling you to save what's left. The investors who become wealthy don't survive the crash because they're tough. They survive because they made one decision before the crash ever happened. They decided in advance that they wouldn't sell. So when the moment came, they didn't have to think. They just had to follow a decision they already made. If your finger pulls back from the screen, if you don't sell, you've passed the test. Most people fail. And on the other side of that test is something you've never seen before. Level 5. $100,000. You logged in expecting another small move. Your portfolio moved more in 1 month than your contributions did in 6. Your money made money while you slept. You open a spreadsheet. You run the numbers forward. At your current contribution rate, plus market average returns the number 10 years from now is something you can't say out loud because it sounds insane. But the math is correct. You've checked it 3 times. What would you do if your money made more this month than you did? This is the moment investing stops being theoretical. Every level before this, you were betting on a system. At level 5, the system finally bets on you. Remember the moment your finger was over the sell button. Remember the panic. Remember the voice telling you it was over. The version of you who held that day is the reason this number exists. Level 5 isn't a reward, it's a receipt. You don't tell anyone, not your friends, not your family. Because announcing $100,000 to people who don't invest sounds like bragging about something they don't understand yet. So you keep it private. You let it grow. You protect it the way you'd protect anything you almost lost. But $100,000 isn't where you stop. It's where you start playing a different game. And the same strategy that built this number is about to start working against you. Level 6, $250,000. The strategy that got you here is no longer enough. At lower levels, mistakes cost a few $100s. At level 6, mistakes don't feel like mistakes anymore. They feel like lost years. And at this level, lost years cost more than lost money. A single tax mistake erases 6 months of returns. A single overconcentration in the wrong sector erases a year. The clock you can't see keeps running. You hire your first real CPA, not a software subscription, a professional who knows your situation by name. He charges $4,000. He saves you $14,000 in his first year. You learn the things you should have known years ago. Tax loss harvesting, asset location, why some accounts get certain investments and others don't. Each lesson costs you what it would have saved you if you'd known earlier. This is where most people who survived level 4 start losing money for a different reason. Not because they panic, because they got comfortable. The strategy that built your first $10,000 is the strategy that destroys your first $1 million. Buy and hold works at level 2. At level 6, you need allocation, rebalancing, risk management. Investing stops being something you do, it becomes something you manage. Survive level 6 and your money starts doing something it never did before. It starts paying you. Level 7, $3,800 hits your account on a Tuesday. You didn't work for it. You didn't earn it through your job. Your investments paid you. This month, next month, every month. You sit at your kitchen table on the first of the month. Your rent comes out automatically. Your car payment comes out automatically. Your electric bill, your phone bill, your groceries. For the first time in your life, every single one of them gets paid by your portfolio. Not your paycheck, your portfolio. You stare at your bank account and realize something that takes a minute to process. You haven't actually spent your salary in 30 days. For the first time, your job feels optional. You don't quit. Not yet. But for the first time, you understand that you could. The fear that drove every financial decision for the last 20 years gets quieter. You make decisions differently when staying employed becomes a choice instead of a survival mechanism. The first time your investments cover your full expenses is the moment your life splits in two, the version of you that needed a paycheck and the version that doesn't. But freedom isn't the final level. There's one more, and it's the one where the system itself starts treating you differently. Level 8. $1 million. Financial institutions start treating you differently before you ask. Your relationship banker calls you by name. You don't wait in lines. You're escorted past the rope where everyone else stands. The same line you stood in at level 2 with $200 in your account. Deals come to you now. Investments you can't access at lower levels appear in your inbox. Private placements, pre-IPO offerings, real estate syndications. You stopped looking for opportunities. Opportunities started looking for you. At level 1, you searched for hours to find a stock to buy. At level 8, a stranger emails you a $2 million deal at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. People treat you differently. They lean in slightly when you talk. They ask questions like the answer might change their life. The energy shifts in rooms you walk into, and you don't always know why until you remember what you have. The same system that charged you fees for being broke now waives them before you ask. The same institution that put you on hold for 40 minutes now answers on the second ring. Nothing changed except the number next to your name. Remember the moment your finger was over the sell button. The version of you who didn't sell built every door that opens here. At level 8, the market doesn't change your life anymore. Your money changes the market. Somewhere right now, someone is sitting at their kitchen table. Their portfolio is dropping. Their finger is hovering over the sell button. They don't know yet which level they're at. They don't know yet if they'll quit or hold. They don't know yet that this exact moment is the entire game. Most people quit at level 4, the ones who don't become level 8. The choice is being made in the next 30 seconds. If you made it to the end of this video, you already know which version you want to be. The question is whether you'll remember this when the moment actually comes for you. If you're at level 3 right now, don't quit before level 5. Subscribe, because the next decision you make with money might change everything.